The Raiders news you need to see. I'm Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report, and coming up here on today's show, we're going to talk about some of the UDFAs that the Las Vegas Raiders officially signed, and the rookies hit the practice field today. I know it's only rookie minicamp, but I'd hate to even say this. I am so flippin' excited for the football season, and I don't care if it's just rookie minicamp. I'm freaking fired up to see Raiders football being back, and I know Pete Carroll had those guys out there freaking competing, man. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today is the Raiders officially signed 15 of their undrafted free agents, UDFAs. First guy, Tank Booker Jr. This is Anthony Booker. I'm going to refer to him as Tank because that's the way that the Raiders documented him. Dominic Boyd, Hudson Clark, Parker Clements, Pat Conroy listed as a tight end, not a fullback. Mello Dotson, Zakhari Franklin, Jarrod, Hufford, John Humphrey, Matt Jones, and then Ja Joyner, Trevor Mae, Carter Runyon, Greedy Vance, Jalen Walker. Though, if you were sitting here looking at all those names, it is 6 guys on the offense, 9 players on the defense. Rebel Montana would probably say that's a nice amount of Raiders 2025 UDFAs. But I have discussed multiple shows, grades, all this type of stuff around a bunch of undrafted free agents. Did anybody notice who wasn't on the list? I'm going to tell you who wasn't on the list, but he was at practice today, and he was a camp invite. But first, a word from our sponsor. Raider Nation, huge shout out to Temu for hooking up the nation with this special promotion. They are offering their 2nd anniversary promotion campaign, and for anyone who still hasn't downloaded the Temu app, you have the opportunity to get $100 cash. All you have to do is go download the Temu app and search your code DWF3344 in the app. You will see the Win Cash promotion page. Discount only applies to app new users with the qualifying orders. This promotion is open to anyone who hasn't downloaded the Temu app. If that's you, sprint to the App Store and take advantage of this special promotion. Now, a lot of the things that you're seeing up on screen are some of the things that I've gotten for myself and, a bed for Alex and my dog Chuck. So go download the Temu app, search your code DWF3344 in the Temu app. That's code DWF3344 in the Temu app. You will see the Win Cash promotion page when you use our code. Discount only applies to app new users with qualifying orders. Huge shout out again to Temu for hooking up the nation. For anybody out there, I'm going to be able to put these links down in the comments and in the description of today's show. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but the player that was not listed as an official signee for the Raiders in terms of an undrafted free agent, Haj Malik Williams. He was the quarterback from UNLV, and I'm not going to lie, I sat there and I was like, well, it was reported by a few people that he was a UDFA signing. It did end up turning out that he was just a camp invite, and he was at Raiders practice today. He was wearing the red jersey. He was wearing number 10. He was working out next to Cam Miller. So at first, I had a bunch of people ask me, Mitch, what happened to Haj Malik Williams? He was there. He was just a camp invite. Originally, it was reported that he was a UDFA signing. That is not the case as it stands right now. Let's though talk about some of the rookie deals that have end up getting signed. As it stands right now, 8 out of the 11 rookies that the Las Vegas Raiders drafted have officially put pen to paper. And luckily for the Raiders, there's actually been some other NFL teams out there that some of their rookies actually did not participate, even in rookie minicamp. Who'd you say? Shamar Stewart's going to be the one that probably people are going to hear about a lot. But for the Las Vegas Raiders, we have 8 out of the 11. But the good news is, even for the players that have yet to put pen to paper, they were still out there practicing. They were still out there competing. And I think it just goes to show the overall message for all these Raiders young rookies. And I'll talk about at the end of the show something that Jack Bech said that I absolutely love. These guys are going out there and they're trying to earn jobs, they're trying to earn spots, but they're also trying to build relationships. And I think that there is a really good understanding of what the mission is for the Las Vegas Raiders, and it's to build camaraderie and it's to build something special. So as it stands, the unsigned rookies for the Silver and Black are Jack Bech, Darien Porter, and Dante Thornton Jr. I've spoke to Thornton Jr.'s agent several times. Obviously, there's not going to be any concern here. To be frank, though, there's not a concern with any of these young men. They will end up getting the deal done. I just wanted to be able to keep you guys up to date because I've seen in years past, maybe certain rookies haven't signed a contract for a while, but it sounds like this team is getting in there and they're getting pen to paper. Let's go to another one. Maybe this is the biggest thing, honestly, from today. Jackson Powers Johnson will play center. And if you're watching this show for a long time, you already know that I have been somebody that's been pounding the table, that's been saying JPJ needs to be our center. And realistically, like, I don't even think that this is really news, but it has been put out there on social media because in this video here, yesterday the rookies had to be at the Raiders facility and they were meeting some of the older players, and JPJ introduced himself to Jeanty as his center. Then obviously on social media, people are like, oh, there you go, it's confirmed, Jackson Powers Johnson's going to play center. Let's be honest with ourselves, though. If you're watching this and you're like, wow, I didn't know that JPJ was expected to be the center, bro, I'm telling you, like, you definitely have to hit that subscribe button and you got to turn on those notifications. But I would say, and most of the people that are watching the show right now are like, yeah, I knew JPJ was the center. And if that was the mindset that you had, then I definitely know that you're a real one. And I definitely know that you've been watching these videos because I've been putting out stuff all off season. If JPJ isn't the center, then I don't know if I trust Pete Carroll and John Spytek as much as I think I trust those two guys. Let's go to the final thing here on the show. And there was a full practice today, man. There was a lot, and I mean a lot of the rookies out there, a lot of some of the players, also some of the camp invites. If I had to guess off the top of my head, I mean, I would imagine that there were 40-plus players at practice today. And again, there was also some guys that are just trying to earn a roster spot, some second-year dudes out there. But it was jam-packed, and I mean, there was a lot of players. There was a lot of conditioning, and if there was one thing that I would say that I clearly saw just from some of the videos, again, on social media, it was this team is going to work, and they don't give a shit that it's May 9th. If you want to be a Super Bowl caliber team, you always got to get that 1% better, and if you're practicing now the way that you're going to practice during training camp, I do think that that's going to make you better for the long haul. Coming up next here on the show, I wanted to just give you guys some of my rookie presser takeaways. The Raiders had 4 of their rookies talk today, and I encourage everybody to go check out the presser on the Raiders official YouTube channel just because, you know, you're going to be able to hear and see exactly what they had to say. I just wanted to give you a quick little breakdown of some of my initial thoughts. The first player that took the podium today was the second-round pick, 58 overall, Bech. And you could tell that he's a football guy, right? He's studying Puka Nacua. He's studying Cooper Kupp. He's studying some of the best route runners in the NFL. He even mentioned the name of like an Amari Cooper. But Bech also was very clear in being like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to help this team win. I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to work my flipping tail off. He also made it very clear that you're not just getting him. You're also getting his brother Tiger, and that's going to be one of those things that's going to help him continuously push forward. Bech is slowly turning into one of my favorite players on this squad. Next guy that interviewed, maybe you've heard of him, Ashton, Jeanty, and I'll tell you what, I know it's like just drills, but you can't tell me he didn't look freaking good today and a lot of the drills that you saw on social media. Now, when in terms of the presser, very short, quick answers, like got right to the point, and you could, I don't know if I want to say the word shy, but I think Ashton Jeanty is so much about business, and they asked him, like, what's different about being a Raider? And he's like, it's, you know, a lot hotter here compared to what I'm used to. Ashton Jeanty is a businessman, and you could tell he stands on business. Let's go to another interview here. Darien Porter. He's the one that I would say is probably the most nervous out of all of them that interviewed today, but you could tell really smart young man, and talked about, you know, the transition from being a wide receiver to corner and how he doesn't just want to rely on his athletic ability. Porter knows he's gifted. And in some of the videos that I saw, you could tell that this dude is a really good athlete. What's going to make him special is you can tell he has it between the ears, and you could tell that he's already trying to really perfect his craft. And if he's able to perfect it with his athletic ability, you know, like he even said, like he obviously hears the Richard Sherman comps. He personally said that he thought the Tariq Woolen comp was a little bit better just in terms of overall athletic ability. Pete Carroll, Darien Porter, though, is special. I'll be real. Bech was probably my favorite interview. My second favorite interview out of everybody, Caleb Rogers. And I'm really worried that Rogers is going to make me regret my C- draft grade. And regret's not the right word. How about this? I hope Caleb Rogers makes me regret that, because hearing him talk, you could tell, and he gives me dad vibes, and he even said, you know, he's got a daughter 5 years old. You could tell, though, that he's a phenomenal human being and a phenomenal leader, and he's the type of offensive lineman that I really think that this Raiders organization needs, where he was like, I came in here and saying, I want to play offensive line. He's like, I don't want to be called a tackle. I don't want to be called a guard. I want to be an offensive lineman because I want this team to know that I'm going to be able to play on any spot of that O-line. He had some good laughs. He had a lot of fun with it. Caleb Rogers is a player that I'm telling you, I gotta go back and I got to watch some more tape because that dude is a stand-up human being, and I'm happy. Really happy that he's a Raider. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to hop on out of here. It is almost the weekend for Jeremy, Chugs, and I, so if anything happens over the weekend, please give me a follow on IG and on Twitter at MitchellRents365, and I will do my best on Saturday and on Sunday this weekend to keep you guys up to date with anything that also happens around Raiders rookie minicamp, so make sure you're tapped in. Appreciate all y'all tuning in, and the next time, you're going to see me live on the Raiders Report Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific.